When you shift your focus from limitation to possibility, you begin to see the universe reflect back every desire that your heart has quietly been holding. In this very moment, there's a gentle power within you waiting to be recognized, a voice that whispers you already have everything you need to create your best life. We're embarking on a journey of transformation, where each word and realization can open new doors within your consciousness. Let's explore these paths together in warmth and compassion, so you can fully embrace the miracle of who you truly are. Every thought, every emotion is like a little seed planted in the fertile soil of your mind. If you nurture these seeds with care and love, they will blossom into experiences that bring light to your life. And if you ever catch yourself cultivating doubt or worry, remember this: you are not bound to those old stories. Right here, you can rewrite the script of your life. You can proclaim, "I am worthy of every good thing," and watch how reality slowly rearranges itself to affirm that truth. Let these moments be a haven of solace, a sanctuary where you can gently put aside the chaos of the outer world and tend to the gentle garden of your inner being. This isn't about perfection. It's about awakening the inner wisdom that knows you are constantly supported by a loving, responsive universe. Throughout our time together, we'll dive into the power of self-love, the beauty of affirmations, and the lightness that comes from true forgiveness. We'll also touch upon the importance of gratitude, the magic of manifestation, and the significance of turning within to heal old wounds. Take a breath, settle in, and let these words wash over you like a reassuring embrace. This is a safe space for your heart to open and for your spirit to rise. The universe, my friend, is poised to mirror back exactly what you hold within. If your inner focus is on joy, worthiness, and kindness, you'll begin to see these qualities appear everywhere you look. And if your consciousness is tangled in fear or self-doubt, that will color your experiences. Yet, the moment you shift your perspective, even slightly, miracles start to happen. Let's begin this journey by understanding the mirror concept and discovering how your inner world shapes the reality you're stepping into every day. Together, we'll plant seeds of hope and love that flourish in every aspect of your life. Have you ever paused to wonder why certain patterns keep repeating in your life, like the same type of relationship drama or the same financial issues resurfacing time and time again? It's as though life is holding up a mirror, reflecting what's held deep within your heart and mind. When we shift from blaming external factors to looking inward, we unlock a vital key: personal responsibility. That doesn't mean we beat ourselves up for our hardships. Rather, we recognize that changing our inner dialogue can transform the outer picture. Think of your consciousness as a radiant light projected through a film strip of beliefs and emotions. Whatever is on that film, whatever thoughts, memories, and assumptions about yourself and the world, will be cast onto the screen of your experiences. So if your film is loaded with lack, insecurity, and fear, you'll see more situations that confirm these feelings. But if you edit your reel to include compassion, confidence, and abundance, guess what? Life begins to present you with events and people that match these uplifting energies. Sometimes this can feel intimidating. After all, if our world is just reflecting us back to ourselves, where do we even begin making changes? The simplest first step is awareness. Notice what triggers you. Notice patterns. If something continues to show up in your life that doesn't serve your highest good, gently inquire within, what am I believing, consciously or subconsciously, that's allowing this pattern to persist? This question is not meant to create guilt. It's an invitation to explore the hidden corners of your psyche with curiosity, not judgment. Once you grow mindful of these underlying beliefs, you can shine a light on them and ask, is this really true? Or do I still want to hold on to this idea? When you realize you have the freedom to choose new thoughts and new stories, you're stepping into genuine empowerment. It may feel strange at first, because many of these beliefs have been with you since childhood. But the moment you question them and lovingly replace them with supportive truths, you initiate a process of inward transformation. Even science echoes the power of perspective and consciousness. Many who follow modern self-help trends explore concepts like quantum physics and the idea that energy responds to our observation and intention. Whether or not you dive into the science, the important takeaway is that your internal state matters. By choosing to feed your mind with kindness, hope, and positivity, you begin to see the same reflected in the events around you. Let that encourage you to stay open, stay curious, and embrace the possibility that you can shift any life circumstance simply by shifting your thoughts. In the next section, we'll dive into one of the most foundational aspects of this inner work, self-love. It is the nourishing soil from which all other personal growth blossoms. With a heart full of love for yourself, you begin to create a new reality, piece by piece, from the inside out. When you wake up in the morning and gaze into the mirror, what do you see? More importantly, how do you feel about the person looking back at you? This daily encounter with our own reflection can be a profound act of self-intimacy. If we approach it with compassion, it becomes a chance to reaffirm our inherent worthiness. But too often we automatically zero in on our perceived flaws, wrinkles, blemishes, or old judgments about our personalities and capabilities. Yet, it's precisely in this tender moment that self-love can blossom. Self-love is not mere vanity. It's the unshakable understanding that you are worthy of goodness and happiness simply because you exist. It's acknowledging that you're doing the best you can with the knowledge and resources you have right now. Many people have been experimenting with mirror talk or mirror affirmations, a rising trend that involves standing in front of your reflection and offering yourself words of kindness. Imagine looking into your own eyes and softly saying, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm proud of how far you've come. Such simple statements can feel a bit awkward at first, but this discomfort often reveals just how unfamiliar it is to receive unconditional love from ourselves. When we consistently practice self-love, whether through mirror work or gentle mental reminders during the day, we create a strong foundation upon which all other healing can flourish. Self-love doesn't excuse harmful behavior or ignore areas we need to improve. Instead, it becomes the supportive ground that motivates us to nurture our own growth. Think of it as watering a plant. You give it what it needs so it can develop sturdy roots and healthy leaves. In the same way, love is the nourishment your soul needs to grow in resilience and joy. Self-love is also deeply interconnected with what we manifest in the world. If we secretly believe we're unworthy, we might sabotage opportunities or attract relationships that confirm our low sense of value. When we flip that script and continually remind ourselves, I deserve kindness and I deserve abundance, we invite experiences that validate this new truth. It may take time, but the shift in your external reality becomes undeniable. One of the most beautiful side effects of self-love is its ripple effect on others. When you nurture yourself, you have a greater capacity to be patient, compassionate, and genuinely present for those around you. Your relationships transform because you're no longer seeking external approval to fill an internal void. You come to each interaction feeling whole and capable of giving love freely, without conditions. So, if you've been hesitant or shy about cultivating love for yourself, remember that this is the most precious gift you can offer your future. It sets the tone for what unfolds in your life. In the next section, we'll delve into one of the most potent tools for reinforcing self-love and reshaping our inner beliefs: affirmations. These statements can gently guide your mind toward a more uplifting outlook, making self-love an ever-present reality. Affirmations are like spoken charms that weave magic into your consciousness. They work by gently nudging you away from old, unhelpful narratives, stories that might say you're not good enough or that your dreams are too big. Instead, affirmations redirect your mind toward a world of infinite possibility. Think of them as seeds you plant in the rich soil of your subconscious. With repetition and sincerity, these seeds sprout into new beliefs that reshape how you see yourself and your life. In recent times, there's been a surge of creative affirmation practices. People are recording themselves speaking positive statements and playing these recordings while they sleep, or setting reminders on their phones to pause for quick affirmation breaks throughout the day. Some swear by writing them out in journals, and others are drawn to daily social media posts that offer new affirmations each morning. Regardless of how you choose to engage, the essence remains the same. Consistent exposure to uplifting words gradually rewires your thought patterns. It's important to address the misconception that affirmations are about denying reality. You're not pretending that painful experiences never happened. Instead, you're choosing to focus on solutions and healing rather than the wound itself. This approach is rooted in a belief that what you dwell on expands. If you frequently dwell on past hurts, your current energy reflects pain and fear. If you focus on hope and wholeness, you begin to embody a more harmonious state. Affirmations can also foster deeper physical healing. When you tell yourself, "My body is a healing vessel, and I am restoring my wellness day by day," you pave the way for a healthier mindset. The cells in your body are listening to every thought you think. This is a cornerstone of the mind-body connection. Negative self-talk can create stress, which compromises immunity and well-being. Positive, affirming thoughts encourage relaxation and vitality, creating a supportive environment where your body can do what it was designed to do: heal and thrive. To fully experience the benefits of affirmations, consistency is key. Simply saying a phrase once won't magically erase decades of self-criticism, but daily repetition, spoken, written, or even silently meditated upon, begins to shift your internal landscape. You might say, "I am worthy of love and respect. My life is unfolding in beautiful ways," or "I trust my inner wisdom to guide me." Choose words that resonate deeply with your heart. Words that feel like a loving hand guiding you toward a brighter version of yourself. As you integrate affirmations into your routine, notice the subtle changes in your mood, energy levels, and interactions with others. It's like tuning into a new radio frequency, one that transmits hope instead of defeat, compassion instead of criticism. Next, we'll turn our attention to a complementary practice, gratitude. When you pair affirmations with a grateful mindset, you amplify your ability to attract more blessings into your life. Get ready to discover how acknowledging the good that already exists can invite even more abundance. Gratitude is a gentle but mighty force that can wash away discontent and open the door to abundance. At its core, gratitude means shifting your attention to what is already working well in your life. The sunrise that greeted you, the meal that nourished your body, the friend who texted just to say hello. It's easy to overlook these simple gifts amid the hustle of daily living, but when you pause to appreciate them, you begin to sense a renewed vibrancy in your heart. One of the best-known modern practices is the gratitude journal. People carve out a few minutes each day, often in the morning or before bed, to jot down 3 to 5 things they're thankful for. It might be as grand as a promotion at work, or as subtle as a shared laugh with a loved one. Some individuals also engage in quick gratitude rampages, a popular term on social media, where they spend 30 seconds aloud listing every wonderful thing in their lives. This rapid-fire approach can shift your mood almost instantly, taking you from worry to relief. Why does gratitude invite more abundance? It's a matter of energy alignment. When you constantly notice and celebrate the good in your life, you radiate an atmosphere of contentment and satisfaction. This, in turn, draws in experiences and people that match this joyful frequency. On the flip side, if you focus on what's missing, always scanning for lack or problem areas, you're sending out a message that you're not satisfied or deserving yet. The universe, mirroring your inner state, responds in kind, often delivering more of the same dissatisfaction. Cultivating gratitude also enhances your ability to remain present. It becomes a gateway to mindfulness, pulling you out of worry about the future or regret over the past. In those thankful moments, you're here, experiencing the warmth of life as it is, not as it should be. This presence brings calmness, reducing stress and helping your body function more optimally. After all, it's tough to be both anxious and appreciative at the same time. To take this further, combine your gratitude practice with your affirmations. For instance, if you're affirming, "I am worthy of success," pair it with a heartfelt thank you for any small achievements you've recently enjoyed. Each time you align your affirmations with gratitude for what you already have, you're signaling that you trust life's unfolding process. It's a powerful statement of faith, like planting a seed in fertile soil and confidently awaiting its bloom. By embracing gratitude, you train your vision to see the blessings that surround you right now. You realize there's already a foundation of support, love, and provision under your feet. From that place of recognition, it becomes much easier to move into deeper healing practices, such as forgiveness, which is our next focus. Forgiveness can lift emotional weights you've been carrying, making space for new joys to fill your life. Picture yourself carrying a heavy backpack filled with old hurts, regrets, and resentments. You might not realize how weighed down you've become until you choose to set that backpack aside. Forgiveness offers that release. It's the act of freeing yourself from the emotional baggage that ties you to past pain. And contrary to popular belief, forgiveness isn't about condoning harmful actions or forgetting that something hurtful happened. It's about breaking the chains that keep you bound to anger or sadness, thereby allowing you to heal and move forward. Many find it challenging to forgive because they fear letting someone off the hook. But think of forgiveness as a gift primarily to yourself. You're deciding that the incident, the words, or the betrayal will no longer occupy valuable space in your mind. You can acknowledge the hurt, process it, and then gently say, "I will not let this define me anymore." This liberation fosters emotional well-being and even physical wellness, as stress from unresolved anger can manifest in the body. Sometimes, self-forgiveness is the toughest hurdle. We might replay mistakes, judging ourselves harshly for actions we wish we could rewind. Yet, punishing ourselves indefinitely doesn't erase the past. It merely ensures we remain stuck in a loop of shame. When you forgive yourself, you declare, "I am human, and I am allowed to learn and grow. I release the need to constantly criticize who I once was." This compassionate stance opens the door to genuine transformation. If you find yourself resisting forgiveness, try a gentle practice. Write a letter to the person or situation you struggle to forgive. Let every emotion spill out onto the page, your anger, your sorrow, even your longing for resolution. Then end the letter with a few sentences that reflect your willingness to let go. You don't need to send this letter. The act of writing it helps purge the emotional buildup. You may also close your eyes and imagine yourself surrounded by a calming light, offering this light to the person or the younger version of yourself that caused the hurt. In many popular meditation circles, there's a phrase repeated for forgiveness and healing. "I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you." While it originated in an ancient tradition, it's made a modern resurgence online because people find comfort in its simplicity. Reciting it can gradually soften resistance and ease stubborn feelings of resentment. Remember that forgiveness is a process, not a single moment of decision. Sometimes you have to do it again and again as lingering emotions resurface. Each time you reaffirm your intent to forgive, you lighten your emotional load a little more. And as that load diminishes, you free up space for something wonderful to take its place: clarity and openness. This is the perfect segue into our next step, which is discovering how a clear, open heart and mind can set the stage for powerful manifestation. When you're no longer weighed down by the past, you can finally move forward into a future filled with possibility. Manifestation is often described as the art of bringing desires into reality. Yet at its core, it's less about wishful thinking and more about aligning your inner state so that you naturally attract experiences that match your intentions. Think of yourself as a magnet. When you maintain clarity and a positive focus, you draw in events, opportunities, and people who resonate with that frequency. When you're clouded by doubt or emotional clutter, your magnet weakens. Clarity is crucial because it's like a roadmap for your consciousness. If you barely know what you truly want, it's challenging for the universe to respond. Sit with yourself in quiet moments and ask, "What do I really desire? What lights up my spirit?" The answer might surprise you. It's not always about material gains. Sometimes it's a feeling of peace, a sense of community, or an opportunity to express creativity. By naming these desires, you transform them from vague ideas into clear visions. A helpful tool is to create a personal vision statement. Write down your desires in the present tense, such as, I am thriving in a fulfilling career that uses my talents and brings me joy. Read this statement daily, feeling the emotions as if it's already true. Notice if any doubts bubble up, like a voice saying, that's not possible, or you're not good enough. These doubts are precious opportunities to identify limiting beliefs and gently replace them with affirmations of possibility. Combining clarity with earlier practices like gratitude and forgiveness supercharges your manifestation abilities. Gratitude ensures you remain anchored in a place of abundance rather than lack. Forgiveness frees you from emotional baggage that could sabotage your dreams. As you let go of what's weighing you down, you make space for new blessings to arrive. Then, with a clear intention in your heart, you naturally become a match for the experiences you seek. It's also valuable to tap into physical and mental grounding methods. Some prefer walking in nature to calm mental chatter, while others enjoy breathwork or simple yoga postures to keep their energy balanced. These practices provide a stable foundation for your intentions. When your mind is centered, it's easier to hold on to a vision of the future without getting rattled by daily setbacks or negative influences. Remember, the process of manifestation is not just about the end goal. It's equally about who you become along the way. Your journey of self-discovery, healing, and personal empowerment is what truly enriches your life. Every step you take, whether it feels tiny or monumental, brings you closer to the life you envision. Next, we'll address one of the most common hurdles on this path: limiting beliefs. These old stories can stifle your progress unless you gently uncover and shift them. Limiting beliefs are often passed down through upbringing, culture, or past experiences. They're the quiet whispers in your mind that say, that dream is too big, or I'll never be loved for who I am. While these beliefs may have served a protective purpose at one time, they now act like invisible walls that fence you in, preventing you from exploring your full potential. Yet the powerful truth is that any belief you hold can be questioned and transformed. Start by identifying one area of your life where you feel especially stuck, be it career, finances, relationships, or health. Ask yourself, what beliefs might be holding me back here? Do I think I'm undeserving? Do I assume failure is inevitable? Write down whatever comes to mind. Seeing these beliefs on paper can be startling. Often we don't realize how harshly we judge ourselves or how rigidly we box ourselves into certain roles. Once you've identified a limiting belief, challenge it the way a friend might if they were gently teasing out a hidden assumption. For instance, if you believe you'll never find a loving partner, question the evidence for that claim. Have you truly explored all possibilities? Are there examples of people who found fulfilling relationships despite starting late or going through countless setbacks? By examining these questions, you begin to poke holes in the armor of your limiting beliefs, revealing them as less absolute than you once thought. Next, replace that old belief with something more life-affirming. If you uncovered a belief that says, I can't succeed, you might craft a new statement. Opportunities for success come to me, and I am ready to receive them. Pair this replacement with daily affirmations, journaling, or visualization exercises. Over time, your subconscious will absorb the new perspective, and you'll find yourself more willing to take risks, network with supportive individuals, and notice openings you once overlooked. Keep in mind that limiting beliefs can resurface if triggered by new challenges. This is a continuous journey, not a one-and-done event. Each time a limiting belief pops up, see it as a sign that you're ready for a deeper level of healing. Lovingly address it again with compassion and updated affirmations. The more you nurture beliefs of possibility and worthiness, the less room there is for self-imposed restrictions. The process of rewriting these inner stories is one of the most liberating gifts you can give yourself. By choosing empowering beliefs, you free your mind to imagine and create a reality that resonates with your truest desires. This mindset also prepares you to explore even greater depths of awareness and self-discovery, which we'll touch on in the next section. We'll look at how mindfulness and expanded perception, often referred to as third eye awareness, can guide you to an even higher plane of understanding. Mindfulness is the gentle art of being fully present. It's about observing your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without rushing to judge them as good or bad. Think of it as turning down the volume of the mental chatter in your head, so you can clearly hear the steady hum of your own inner wisdom. When you operate from a mindful state, you give yourself space to respond thoughtfully rather than react out of habit. Over the past few years, more people have become curious about deeper levels of intuition, often referred to as third eye awakening. In simple terms, the third eye symbolizes an inner vision that goes beyond ordinary sight. By nurturing mindfulness through meditation, breath work, or simply tuning into your surroundings, you lay the groundwork for this expanded perception. You might begin to have intuitive nudges or insights that feel like gentle inner guidance. This is your higher awareness, showing you new possibilities you may have overlooked when your mind was racing. Daily mindfulness can be as simple as dedicating a few minutes to stillness each morning. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and notice your breath moving in and out. When your mind drifts, and it will, patiently bring your attention back to your breath. Over time, this practice cultivates mental clarity and emotional balance. It also complements the other techniques we've discussed, such as affirmations and gratitude, because it keeps you anchored in the present moment where true power resides. As you deepen your mindfulness practice, you may feel your inner eye opening a bit more each day. You might get sudden flashes of inspiration or a clearer understanding of what you truly want. You might even become more empathetic, sensing the emotions of others with greater accuracy, which can lead to more compassionate interactions. This is not about psychic feats. It's about tuning into the subtle messages you've always had access to, but were too busy or stressed to notice. There's a growing trend of guided meditations online that focus on this expanded awareness. People often share their experiences of feeling a gentle tingling between their eyebrows, the symbolic location of the third eye. Whether or not you experience such sensations, what matters is your openness to discover the intuitive guidance within you. This can be a powerful ally in decision-making, creative pursuits, and understanding the deeper threads that weave through your life. The more mindful and open you become, the more naturally you can integrate all the principles we've touched upon: self-love, affirmations, gratitude, forgiveness, clarity, and dismantling limiting beliefs. Each piece fits together like a puzzle, forming a complete picture of who you are at your core, a being capable of immense love, creativity, and joy. As we wrap up, we'll revisit the key insights from our journey and offer a final affirmation to carry you forward with confidence and peace. You've traveled through different layers of inner transformation, from recognizing that your external world mirrors your internal dialogue, to nurturing self-love, practicing affirmations, and extending forgiveness. Along the way, we explored how gratitude opens the heart to abundance, how clearing limiting beliefs frees your path, and how mindfulness enriches your connection to your higher self. Each tool you've encountered has been a gentle invitation to rediscover the power you've always held within. You're not leaving here the same person who started. You've awakened aspects of yourself that are stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. And while challenges may still arise, because that's the nature of life, you now have a treasure chest of practices to help you navigate them. Think of these principles as seeds planted in fertile soil. With consistent nurturing, they will continue to grow, bearing the fruits of peace, abundance, and love. If there's one overarching message to carry with you, it's this. When you shift your focus to what's possible and embrace every part of who you are, life will mirror back the most beautiful versions of your deepest desires. You have the right to stand tall in your worthiness, to forgive the past, and to extend love to yourself every single day. Remember, your mind and heart are potent co-creators with the universe, capable of shaping your experiences in extraordinary ways. So I invite you now to close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. Inhale the promise of new beginnings. Exhale all that's weighing you down. Whisper to yourself, I trust the love within me to guide my life. I am open, I am worthy, and I am ready. Let these words resonate throughout your body and see if you can sense a gentle warmth, like a soft glow that calms and reassures you. Carry this glow with you as you step back into your day. Let it remind you that each breath is a chance to realign with your true, loving essence. Whatever you face, you can handle it with grace and self-compassion. Thank you for taking this journey, for investing in your healing, and for being open to the wondrous potential that awaits you. May every step forward reflect the beautiful light that you are, and may your desires unfold in perfect harmony with the universe.